Bear Peppers, and today, that's right, it's Christmas time for Papa Bear. I'm opening my Spider Farmer SF2000. And I wanted to start this one off a little bit different than you've seen other reviews of the Spider Farmers. And this is to deal with the packaging. And the reason I'm opened on this already, first of all, I'm quite sure that you all know how the package opens. But I wanted to show you on this one why Spider Farmer packages their products so well. And I want to come in close here, and this is the original box that it's come in that I just opened. And you can see here, hopefully, you can see these dents in the box where there was damage to the box. And the Amazon, the larger box that it came in, had even more damage than this. So I was a little concerned that I wanted to open it up, and here's the cover that was underneath there. Look at that. No damage whatsoever to this, to the inner protective cover. That's just a testament to Spider Farmer and how much they care about the quality of not only their products, but how they package these lights to get to their customers to ensure top-end, high-quality products. With that said, I'm going to get this out of the way. And I've got the normal package material to come in here. I have my literature here that tells you about the warnings and gives you your spectrums, tells you about, you know, your full spectrum, reaching those FAR limits. And in actuality, I'll talk about that just one second, and also if you a thank you card, it tells me if you get a hold of them, you get a really cool surprise gift. And of course, it comes with its little tape measure, and as always, its little tickets. Now, I've already taken the liberty of connecting my stainless steel hangers and my rope hangers. So I just kind of taken some of the fun out of it. You know, who wants to watch another person open their Christmas present at Christmas? So I guess that's my analogy. I've already connected my my stainless steel hangers and my ratcheting rope hangers to the light. So that way we can do some tests. And I've got my wattle meter hooked up over here. And I got my tape measure and my heat gun just so we can do some quick tests. So what impressed me the most was the fact that Spider Farmer SF2000 had 208 of the LM301B Samsung diodes, plus it has 9 of the FAR Red Diodes and 1 of the IR. Well, that tells me that they're paying attention to what's going on in the research community in regards to how plants are responding to different FAR spectrums, and that meaning the photosynthetic, additive radiation. What plants use for photosynthesis allows them to grow better. And they're now finding out that the IR, the infrared, is driving better growth. More stocky plants, more healthy. So Spider Farmer has. Moving on, and it was a lot of research before I decided to go with the Spider Farmer series. But if you go and you do your research online, you're going to find out that dollar for dollar, they're the best lights made. Why do I say that? Well, there's lights that run a little cheaper, being some of the other competitors, but they also run a little more on electricity. So the trade-off is you get it just a little bit cheaper and with a little less of the efficacy or efficiency of the light, and you're not getting as much of your saturation of light, which is your micromoles per joule, which Spider Farmers are leading the industry right now at 2.7 micromoles per joule, which means you're getting more light saturated. Active radiation, your spectrum is larger. It's reaching down to the 660s up to your 665 in your FAR Reds. It has the 3000K lumen white and the 5000 in your other ones, as well as carrying over that, and the ranges was typically thought to be between 400 and 700 on the PAR range, which is okay. And now they've got that IR in there that pushes it to 760. That other, and they're finding out more and more that that does drive growth, that it is important to the plants. Well, you move to Spider Farme 2. You have 576 LM301 diodes, the LM301B diodes. And then on top of that, you have 28 of the FAR Red and 2 of the IR. All right, folks, you know, without further ado, I'm so impressed with it. But if you look at this, it comes with a Mean Well driver, and this one is the 48 amp, the ELG-240-48 amp driver on here, Mean Well driver. And you know, you don't have anything to worry about. Look at this thing, it's incredible. It's a beautiful light. It doesn't take as many diodes as some of the other ones because the quality of these diodes are in such a manner that it doesn't need as many to achieve the same, if you will, your lux or your PAR ranges. And it has covers. Check this out. Covers over where both of the wire connectors are. It has that infamous silicone type coating over the lights to protect them from any kind of moisture or any kind of damage like that. Totally waterproof system. Okay, now with that being done, I'm going to go ahead and move to my my stand, and that way we can get this thing up and power it up. And let's see what we got on plug-in here. Whoa, that's bright. Alright, so yeah, we're running at 203 watts out of the wall. I'm actually going to run at 160. You just look at the intensity on this light. Folks, I'm telling you. I'll tell you, let's turn this one down. You can see just how intense this is. So, now, the adjustment for the dimmer is underneath, and I've already went ahead and removed there's 4 screws on here that you have to remove to get to the dimmer. So once you get it up, you're going to come in here and you're going to remove the plug that's labeled right over here for your volts adjustment. And it says there's a little stamp right in the metal right there. It says volts adjustment. So we've got that out, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to watch my. Hopefully, you probably are not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go ahead and adjust this down. By the way, folks, is a little Phillips jeweler's type screwdriver. So I go right in here, and you just kind of feel, and you'll feel that thing, and it'll once it hits it, it'll fall right in the slot. There you go. And folks, it's just a little bump is all it takes to get to where you want to. And that put me at 162 watts, okay? So I'm going to be putting that down here in just a second, and that's what I wanted to do now. This is what I do just to make sure that it's not just taking an average, that I'm actually running at 162 watts. I unplug it, sorry folks, and I plug it back in because I want to validate what I'm running. Okay, that's pretty good. That's 163 right there. Let's go ahead and put the rubber cap back in. don't forget that. We have 157, so I'm going to be there here in just a minute. Yeah, all right. So once you make your adjustments, it's as simple as, you might want to just run it at the factory setting and not mess with it at all. And all you got to do is raise the light up a little more if you have that room. Now, if you're running in a confined space, you might want to dial it down some so that it doesn't torch your plants. I say that because, yes, it will do that. LEDs run at a lot. I'll tell you what, I've tested my fluorescent lights and they may run 6,000 on the lumen, on your lux intensity, if that makes better sense to everybody out there. Well, you plug one of these in and you're pushing on these is 34,000, not 3,400, but 34,000. So imagine you were running 6,000 on your T5. Maybe if you're pushing it, maybe 7,000 on a T5, on your fluorescent T5. Well, now you've just increased that intensity immensely. And not only that, but your coverage is much better on these. And if you elbow pepper Al Graciano, he does a really good FAR reading on this, and he shows how the spectrum is on this and how far it goes out here. One of these lights will cover a 3x4 space. Now in my case, I raise them up even further, so I'm able to cover even more. I do have my reflective material, but when my peppers start to get bigger, I can lower that down to the canopy a little bit more and drive growth a little bit more. But when they're young seedlings, I can raise that up higher so I don't burn them, in a sense. So, right there I'm running at 159, so that's close enough for Papa Bear anyway, and to be out in the shed. And I got right at 14 inches there, and I'm just for giggles and grins, that's all it is. But you can see the span and the quality, and I've run this before on my phone. Obviously right now I'm recording, but I can't do that. But I can tell you right now, the numbers on this, let's check. So heat wise, when I've turned it down, remember I turned it down and I'm at 160 right now. So I'm 66 degrees right now on the, and I'm running 89 on the driver right there. Now, where you're going to probably pick up a lot of heat, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, is off of the diodes themselves. Now it's 102 degrees, but that's not very bad considering. Now if I was running at 203, that temperature is going to push up significantly, both on your heat sink plate and your diodes down here as well as the driver. It will run warmer, but right now I'm not even hardly pushing this thing. It gets a little warm and it has a caution up here, but still, this is an amazing light, folks. If I can turn it down like this, and I'm going to turn this and just so you can see it. Look at that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful light. It really, folks, videos don't do these lights any justice. And I have looked at reviews and I've researched their data, and I keep coming back to Spider Farme. Why? Quality, Mean Well driver, Samsung diodes. These are leading industry products, folks. And then they protect these Samsung diodes with this nice silicone coating. All right. Look at this thing. It's just incredible. Best components in the industry. Brand name, Mean Well, Samsung. 3-year warranty. I know, folks, I've ranted on, but there's a reason, because I'm that excited about it. No. Spider Farmer does not pay me to say this. I want you folks to know what the best light is out there. Not the ones that they may say are the best. These are the best. For their money, you have to spend a lot more than this to get the same quality of lights and to run at this efficiency. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move this out to the greenhouse and see how it's doing. All right, folks, let's go in here and see what we got now. Got them all hung up. My bad boy, Spider Farmer SF2000. Check this out. Look at this thing. Killing it. Look at those lights. Absolutely crushing it. So, and over there for my seedlings is the SF1000. And you can see that it's further off the plants than my 2000. And that's so that the seedlings don't get, slammed. And I've got these down here. Look at them looking beautiful down there. Off a canopy, and I'm looking at the tallest cups here. We are at about 31.5 inches off canopy on these things. I've got these little seedlings going, and then these over here, and I've got some babies over there that I've got because I've got this heat mat control, but they're all getting the juice from the Spider Farmer SF2000. Look at that thing, it's just awesome. Why don't you we'll listen real quick. That's what you hear. That's just air blowing down. And yes, this is my little pepper starting mill. This is where I like to start my peppers. It's my grow shed. Got the mylar around here. But this thing is just really, I mean, it's pagan, and I've run this thing, and I'm still, even at 30, you'll see those measurements I put up before. It runs so efficiently. I'm only pulling 160 watts off the wall, and I'm still getting amazing light. I'm telling you right now, look how far off I am. I'll get back here a little bit just so you get a perspective. And the results are, look at these plants, they're looking healthy. They're doing fantastic. They were under the Spider Farmer 1000. And I got the Spider Farmer 2000 now. And look at this. Just as a, little giggles and grins thing, look at this. This is what I like. This is me. I'm just taking this, and look at this. You don't worry about my light moving around. It's set. It's right over the plants, and they're just those big plants down there just absorbing all that PAR light, the PPFD. They're just getting saturated with good light, and they're really thriving. You can see them just getting bigger and bigger now. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do an update here in about 2 or 3 weeks. I almost could catch those lights there. Look at that. But I'm going to do an update in about 2 or 3 weeks. Look at over here. You'll see the other Spider Farmer 1000. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, folks, and I know I've said it before, industry leading LEDs, the Samsungs. Look at this. Passive heat sink that they use doesn't require a fan. Industry leading Mean Well drivers, both of them. These ratcheting ropes are just the pinnacle of it. Stainless steel hangers. It's an awesome light, guys. I'm telling you, 3-year warranty. I feel real good about this whole setup, and I'm not going to be looking for lights for a long time using these. They're one of the best in the market. Price point, quality, everything, you can't beat them. All right, well, this is Harold with Papa Bear Peppers, and I'll see you soon. Keep growing.